Hey, I wanted to show you something special today. I'm back at my old junior high school and I've been walking around reminiscing, and it's very interesting to be there. And you can see the basketball court where we used to play basketball and the swing set used to play swing set on. And it's funny how being here, memories I haven't thought of in years all of a sudden pop up, and I can literally see myself over there doing it and experiencing it. That's pretty cool. But anyways, there's something really special I want to share with you. You see this tree behind me here? And I'm pretty sure this is a tree. I'm going off of memory here, but the reason this tree is a special tree is because this tree is a memorial tree. And it was planted during my 8th grade year, the last several days of school. The last few weeks of school, my 8th grade year, a young boy in my 8th grade class took his life. And the reason he took his life is because he felt like he wasn't enough. Felt like he didn't matter, felt like his life didn't matter, and told his mom he was leaving for school, went into the garage, and his mom found him a little bit later. And it was quite you can imagine the shockwave going through school, where there was counselors there, the police were there, some of my friends were really good friends with him, and it was a small school. I think there was only about 50, 60 of us in my 8th grade class. I remember feeling so sad for my friends that were so sad. And I remember also feeling this weird sense of guilt. I felt guilty that I didn't feel as sad as them. I felt guilty that I didn't reach out to him. I felt guilty that I wasn't friends with him. I barely talked to him but a couple times. And I remember when this tree was being planted, everybody was standing around in a circle, and it was there, and I saw this whole range of human emotion going. People who I knew had bullied him, stepping up and trying to act like they were their friends. People who were his friends withdrawing, not able to step forward and say anything on his behalf. It was this very raw and vulnerable place for a bunch of kids who were really just getting started in life and trying to figure things out. But the reason why I find myself in front of this tree today and sharing this message with all of you, it just reminds me how important it is that we let each other know that we matter. That we let each other know that we're loved, that we see each other. This kid, I bet you, felt like he was invisible, and so many of the students, I remember them talking about how they barely had talked to him, they barely knew him. I can only think of maybe 1 or 2 times the entire junior high year that I interacted with him. So few people saw him. And yeah, it's easy to say that as kids, it's kids are being kids and whatnot. But maybe it's something that we as a society, we could all step up and make that a priority. Maybe it's something that in our school curriculums, we could have a section about how to let people know they matter, how to let people know they're seen, how to let people know that we have compassion in our hearts for them in their journey, whatever it's been. Thomas, this tree was planted, is one of many. The statistics I've seen about child, teenage, adult suicides around the world is startling. And so many people, I think they find themselves there because they feel like they have nothing left to offer, that they're not enough, that they're not seen, that people can't understand them, that they feel so alone. And it doesn't have to be that way. So maybe right now in your life, there's someone that you know who feels a little alone, who feels a little afraid, who may not feel like they matter, who may not feel like they're enough, who may feel like they're a disappointment, a letdown, a failure. Whatever that is, reach out to them. Let them know that you see them. And letting someone know that you see them, incidentally, is not telling them all the wonderful things that they do, because that's not necessarily what's going to get through, especially when somebody's feeling a sense of inadequacy and feeling bad. It's just holding space. It's being authentic. It's being real. It's being vulnerable. It's not bullshitting them, but it's opening up your heart. It's making eye contact. It's just holding a space for them and letting them know that no matter who they are or how they are or where they are, that it's okay. Because they as they are 100% enough for you, whether it's to be your friend, your family member, your coworker, an acquaintance, whatever it is. So, yeah, I just reflecting over here and came by Thomas's tree and felt compelled to share this message with all of you. I hope it helps and it reaches the people it needs to reach. All right, sending lots of love to you. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.